Well, hello everybody again. This is Molly. Am I blue? No, I'm kidding. Okay, take two. Hey everybody, this is Molly. Okay, Jay and Sib, has some numbers behind it, had a video she did, and she's turning 51, I believe, a baby. Anyway, and one of her challenges was for people to comment on it. One of them was to make a video response. This is not that. And one of them was to make a card, either a birthday or Valentine card, I believe. Sue entered it. Sue 7770000 entered it and was challenging me to enter it. And you know, I'd have to do my hair. I'd have to put on makeup. It's like, oh my gosh. So I'm trying to get up the courage to get in that. But what I did do was I made a birthday card for a friend of mine who has a birthday, I believe, in January. So I thought, what the heck, I'll start with that. So I picked out some paper, and this is me and my big ideas. It's a tablet that I had bought about a year ago from Michael's when I saw Kathy Arta's one of her videos showing how to do it. So this was the birthday card I made using some of those papers, and it's in pretty blues and greens. And of course I used my Tim Holtz dress form die and the bobbin. Isn't that beautiful? And I think I got that from Sue, actually. His rack, it's beautiful. And then it says, happy birthday to you. And it's loaded up with Prima flowers and wild orchid craft flowers and buttons and rhinestones. And I put a little crochet thread around the spool and a bow on it and stuck some rhinestones and buttons just everywhere you could think. So I thought the card came out kind of cute. It's got a little message inside. And so then I made the envelope for it to go in, and I just went ahead and made an envelope flap for it. So that's the card. That was the inspiration. Well, I had the papers out on the table. I've been cleaning my craft room, and I came across this old clipboard. Now it's a legal length clipboard, which is fun for me. So I covered it with paper. Nothing too fancy. Now there's a fire ambulance or something going down our fire truck or something going down our street. I hope it's not me. Anyway, I covered the clipboard with paper. Didn't do anything too fancy because I plan on actually using it. So I didn't want a whole lot of, ribbons and bows and flowers and embellies sticking out. I just love paper. So I like the use of that. So that came out real well, I thought. How hard is it sticking glue? Okay, so then, if you had seen my earlier video, I made a flower using a silicone spoon to curl it against instead of candles and stuff, and I just loved how that little flower came out. So, and I had teased on that video that I can't imagine myself using that flower, but I had these papers on my desk, and I thought, that might match. So I pulled out some more of the paper from the line and just did this layout. So let me see if I can stand still for just a minute. I'm doing it without a tripod. Okay, so this bird, I used two, I cut off some of the paper. He's from here, I believe. I cut along the edge so he would look free floating there, and then just cut along straight on the bottom. Took the little bird that was over here, cut him out so that I could layer on top here. So if that makes any sense, in other words, he's double loaded there. Stuck a bunch of flowers in. This right here, y'all see those little pieces of metal sticking out? I actually took a piece of metal from Fab Scraps. Let me reach across. This is not the one, but imagine taking this and I just folded it in half and folded it in half to where I broke the pieces apart. This isn't it. It had a more definite, line break in it and all. So I made 4 little pieces. Tucked that underneath there. Stuck little rhinestones right on the corner of it. And then I stuck this thing on there that I've had for quite a while, Always Dream in Vivid Color. So I thought that had a great thing to do with this page. And then up at the corner, I took the last little bit of ribbons that I had from that ribbon there, and I made 3 rosettes, 1 there, 2 there, stuck them behind a crepe paper flower, really Prima crepe paper. Okay, anyway, made a crepe paper flower, stuck those 2 ribbons behind it, and another one of those metal pieces, some more rhinestones. And I think that made a pretty layout. Well, I still had some paper left over. I had seen a video from someone recently. Oh gosh, wish I could remember who did these things. And it was the cutest little sewing box. I grew up sewing. I've been sewing literally since I was 6 years old. That's a lot of years. I can never seem to find a needle and thread and button when I need one. I can't seem to find my scissors. Look all over the house. And I have buttons, none I want to use on just sewing back on my shirt or something, or my husband's pants or whatever. And I can't ever find needles. So I decided after seeing that video, I'm going to make myself a sewing box. Just a little something that I don't mind keeping out. This box right here is actually, my husband and I enjoy smoking cigars sometimes out on the deck in the late evening. This is a cigar box, excuse me, from Drew Estate cigars, excuse me, I keep saying cigarettes, cigars. The brand, the flavor of them is called Dirt. Doesn't that sound disgusting? But they're actually like chocolate and rum flavored cigar. They're fabulous. Anyway, I go off the track here. Anyway, so I used that box and left it was a black lacquered box, and I left most of it showing. But I thought that came out so cute. So I just glossy accented the label. Now I didn't cut the paper on the label. What I did was I laid this box on my copier and I reprinted the label, and then I glued it back on top so you could still see the cigar label. It wraps around the box. Glued a copy of it on top. Glossy accented it, messed up a little bit, but oh well, what the heck. And then glued some of my favorite old buttons on there. Again, I used one of the little spools of glossy accented butterfly I had left over from some Webster pages. Okay, put a little lock on it that I think Sue had given me. It was a Karen Foster lock she gave me. Punched out some Martha Stewart leaves behind there and used a bunch of the flowers. Now, just to go off the beaten track a little bit, I want to show you these flowers and this flower here. And then you see I can use some of them here. Those are actually from Wild Orchid Crafts, and I love them. Oops, and I had them upside down. This is green white tone cherry blossoms. They are so pretty, just beautiful. Okay, and then I got the coordinating. Oh my goodness, let's see, they're out of the package. Can you see those pretty carnations? I can't stand carnations in real life, but those are called mixed green carnations, and there's the number. I love them. Now there was 4 colors to the package. Aren't they pretty? Just little filler flowers. Okay, so I use those. Oh, here's another one of the colors. It's not white, it's just the softest shade of ice green, mint green, however you'd want to call it. It's just beautiful. So I love those flowers. Okay, I had some paper left over. I was on a roll. I took out my big 9-inch wide Xyron. I've had this tool caddy for years, and I find I don't use it because I just don't like it. So I've used some of those fabric caddies and different styles from different lines, and all. I can't stand them. They don't hold what I need and all. They don't. This one's not twirling real good right now, but it does normally. So what I did was I took some of the paper, cut it into strips. You can see where where I had to piece it and all, but I don't care. And just made myself a little wedding cake layering of paper on there. So now instead of just an old plastic tool caddy, it matches my desk and my room, and I love it. Okay, so get that old Prima thing out of there, get this card back in there. So as y'all can see, I've been on a blue, hold on, on a blue and green roll, and it all started with watching that dadgum Jay and Sib on YouTube challenging us to make a card. So I hope the recipient of the card likes it. I sure enjoy playing with the papers. I like my new little crafts, and I like blue and green. Okay, y'all have a great day. Please stop by my blog. I will have some close-ups of some of these things. My blog is iloveminialbums.blogspot.com. Love to have you be a follower, and thank you. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.